Welcome, guys, to Wednesday, September the 16th, homework help. Number 1, if the man is similar to boy, which proportion below will not help you find the missing side length on man? Well, in order to do this, guys, we have to compare triangle to triangle. They're similar, so they'll have the same scale factor. We need to color code, okay? So the first one is MA and man. It has to be the same as BO and boy. It's the first two letters, first two sides. So if we look at MA for man, it's this back side of this triangle, MA. But on boy, BO, the triangle is flipped on us. So here we go right here with boy. Okay. Guys, you can set it up several different ways. Don't even look at your answer choices. Don't even worry about those right now. Set it up first that makes sense to you. Okay? Now, I might put mine small over big, and it's just a habit. You don't have to do yours that way, but I'm going to set mine up. The small triangle over the big triangle. So on the small one right now, in the red, the small one is 4 for the BO, and the large one, MA for man, is 10. Those go together because it's the same side of the triangle. Okay? Now I need to pick another side. The only other side given to me is OY. If OY is given to me, OY is the last two letters, then I have to use AN. So AN, and that's the question that we're looking for. So again, 6 on the small one on the boy, 6 on the boy, and my X on the man. With proportions, the reason why they're a little complicated is because you could set them up at least 8 different ways, okay? But whatever's across from each other always has to be across from each other. Next door neighbors could be side by side. They could be one underneath each other. It doesn't matter. The easiest way I've found to do these problems is circle what is diagonal from each other. Like your 4 and your X is across from each other. They always have to be across from each other to work, okay? So look at choice A. I have 4 across from the X. That's going to work. Look at choice B. I have 4 across from the X. So again, that's going to also work. Uh-oh. See, they're not across from each other. They're trying to be neighbors, and they can't be neighbors. Whatever's across from each other has to stay across from each other, like in D. So my answer here is to which one will not work would be answer C, because they're not across from each other. Okay, moving on. We'll go into more proportion next week. Number 2. Alyssa rakes leaves for her neighbors. She charges $4 per hour to rake leaves plus $7 to remove the leaves. She uses the equation below to calculate T, her total earnings, based on H, the number of hours she worked. How much will Alyssa earn if she works 3 hours and 15 minutes? Well, guys, you need to look at this a little bit. I have to change those minutes to hours, okay? So if this is hours, it's 15 minutes in an hour. Or if you look at a clock is broken down into every 15 minutes. 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock is 30 minutes. So this is every 15 minutes right here. So I'm talking about 1 out of 4, 1/4. Okay? Another way to look at it is 15 minutes out of 60 minutes to make that hour. And that reduces down by your 5s. 5 times 3 and 5 times 12. That reduces down again. 3 times 1 and 3 times 4. And that gives me 1/4. Another way to write 1/4, if I don't want to use the fraction, is going to be equal to 0.25. So all I have to do now is plug in my equation. $7 for the removal plus $4 per hour. So she's working 3.25 hours. 3 and 25 hundredths of an hour. So go ahead and pause the video and try to set up your own work and then check it. Okay, so in this case we had 3.25 times $4 per hour gave us $13. So she's making $13 for raking the leaves and $7 for just her leaf removal. So she's going to make a total of $20. So here my answer is actually B, $20. Okay. Now guys, you have to be careful. I can't just put 3.15. Remember, that's 15 minutes out of 60 minutes for an hour. So we're talking about hours here. So I had to convert those minutes into hours. Moving on. Number 7. The table below shows the value of each of the first 5 terms in the sequence. Which expression could be used to find the value of the nth term? Well, in this case, we want to do your delta y, delta x again. So our delta y, delta x is going to give us our coefficient. And that's what always helps. Here, it went down. So it's actually negative. It went down by 5. Negative 5. And here it went up 1. So my delta y over delta x is negative 5 over 1, which is equal to negative 5. That means I want to be multiplying by negative 5. Here, they're multiplying, but they're multiplying by positive 5, so that can't be my answer. Here, they're multiplying by negative 6, or they're multiplying by 6. That doesn't work for us. On choice C, they're multiplying by 2 or negative 2. It doesn't work. Negative and subtraction is the same thing. The sign in front of the number belongs to that number. So if this is subtracting 5, it's the same thing as saying negative 5, because negative means you're taking it away. So if I'm taking it away, and this is 5 positives, I'm still going to be taking it away. That's negative. So my answer is D. Now I can plug it in to try it. 18 minus or negative 5 times 1. Well, 5 times 1 is 5. I bring everything else down. Okay, so that's still 18 minus 5, which is equal to 13. So it worked. Okay. Don't forget, on question 9, I believe is asking you about the problem 7, and you're going to have to work backwards. Have a good night. See you again tomorrow.